Let's go deeper. The sperm is the covering, the activator. The sperm doesn't carry the seed. It unlocks the seed within the egg. Think of it like a protective key, a force that pierces the shell so the life force inside the egg can awaken. Symbolically, the sperm is the guardian, the initiator, not the essence itself. Masculine equals the protector, the activator, covering, like a shield. It is built for battle. Millions are released, but only one survives the war. Feminine equals the holder of the seed, the womb of creation. That's why she has the eggs. Destiny, hidden code, feminine principle. Each sperm cell carries a protein coating that shields the DEA inside the egg. The patriarchal systems flipped the story. They taught that man carries the seed, which is the feminine role. The egg already holds the blueprint. The egg contains the full architecture of life, the mitochondrial, the cytoplasm, and most of the DEA that becomes the body. It is self-contained, like a seed in soil, the egg inside of the womb. It simply needs activation. This makes the egg the true seed. It already holds the generational lineage. The sperm is the guardian, the shield. The sperm is designed like a warrior. It's small, fast, armored head, and filled with enzymes to break barriers.
Into this because of his whole Mars agenda. He wants to colonize Mars. If you watch any of my other videos, you'll know that this is what Mars actually is, not this red planet up in the sky. There's this island called Devon Island, and it is home to a Mars-like analog research station. It's nicknamed Mars on Earth because its desolate, cold, and dry landscape closely mimics Martian conditions, making it an ideal testing ground for Mars missions. This right here is where Devon Island is. This is where the Mars on Earth is. As you can see, it is right next to Greenland. Now, if you look at a map of the North Pole, this right here would be where the Tree of Life was located, and it was an entrance and exit out of this realm. But let's zoom in. Right here, we have Greenland, okay? And next to Greenland is an island called Grokland. Grokland is the name of a phantom island generally shown off the western side of Greenland. Is this not to the west of Greenland? They built a research station here because they're researching the entrance and exit out of this realm. That's why it's so close to the North Pole. And the only way to get to Mars is through this vortex here. Now, when we look at Mars, you have a continent called Area. The etymology of that word literally means eagle's nest or nest of a bird of prey. What is the word for the nest of a bird of prey? Eyrie, a variant of airy, and it is a bird nest of an eagle, falcon, hawk, or other bird of prey. The national bird of the USA is the bald eagle. So this area on Mars would be considered their nest. And look at one of the definitions for nest: a place filled with or frequented by undesirable people or things. Now, if you watch my previous video on the land of Mars, you'll know that the Anunnaki granted certain people access to Mars because they helped push their agenda. So basically, visiting Mars was like a reward or privilege for the elite that helped with their agenda. Then we have Eridania, that was named after the constellation Eridanus. But the constellation takes its name from the Babylonian constellation known as the Star of Eridu. Eridu was an ancient city in the extreme south of Babylonia. The city gods of Eridu were Enki and his consort Damkina. As you guys already know, Enki is Anunnaki. He was a Sumerian god that was known for creating humanity and saving humans from a great flood. So if he saved those humans from a great flood in the known lands, he would have had to move them over here to Mars. And this is where he moved them to after the great flood, the human colony. Those Anunnaki beings are worshipped as gods here on Mars. That's why humans that help spread that agenda and that worship them get to come to Mars.